The second question shall be answered by the candidates in the order shown, starting with Councillor Belfont. Candidate Belfont. Question 2, describe your vision for Lions Bay regarding repair of existing infrastructure and building new infrastructure.
I think Lions Bay has had enough vision. It's a pragmatic thing. It's a short-term and a long-term issue. Take care of the leaks that are apparently going on in all the pipes, and that's a simple process. All you need to do is get somebody out there between midnight and 6 in the morning with a sonic device that will find out where all the leaks are and fix them first. Do the short-term stuff on infrastructure. That's the low-hanging fruit. Let's take care of the basics. The long-term planning thing, I've seen what the infrastructure committee has put together in terms of a plan to move forward as a base master plan, and that looks like the right thing to do. Deal with the short-term stuff and allow the committee to get the long-term stuff planned. That will take care of everything in an organized and coherent fashion. That's not a vision, that's common sense.
Thank you, Candidate Belfont. Candidate Roten, please.
Thank you very much. On the way out, there's about 100 copies of an infrastructure document that Farouk Zaba, Chartered Accountant, CPA, prepared. And we published it in February 2013. Our infrastructure is in good shape. We will always be working toward new infrastructure. I recently met with the Secretary of the Ministry for Infrastructure and Communities for the federal government with our Member of Parliament, John Weston. This is the kind of negotiation you'll see us do. There's the New Build Canada grant, and we will have our hand out for 2/3 of that funding. And as I was recently introduced by our Member of Parliament saying, and he always introduces me this way, Mayor Broughton hits well above her weight. And she always talks about her community as hitting well above their weight. So with infrastructure, you'll note that we have 13.5 kilometers of water main and about 1.5 kilometers left. But we use data to decide when we replace that. But do we have leaks? We did a leak water study a few years ago with a grant, and we have that data. And so what we do, if a leak is significant, then we open the road up, as you saw in front of the community center recently, and we fix that. And that's called maintenance. It's ongoing maintenance. Where we look at, do we replace a water main, that is when we want data. So for example, we use that data, we look at low pressure, does it have low pressure, is it an iron pipe, etc. So I want to say this, we're in good shape, this isn't an illusion, take the paper, it's been completely audited on your way out, and thank you so much.
Thank you, Candidate Broughton. Candidate Burr.
Well, this is something near and dear to my heart, and we spent a lot of time looking at this on the infrastructure committee. We have to have a master plan. We don't have a plan right now. We don't want to be digging up the roads and retarring them only to dig them up again. So we have to fix the right things first, clearly. We have to make sure that we're not fixing something that could be done differently. For example, we have many plans for fixing seismically suspect concrete tanks. Concrete tanks are not the way to go up there anymore. It's a steel tank with swash plates that doesn't buckle and bend and break in a seismic event. Thirdly, as I mentioned, we don't want to do something like dig a road more than we need to. So the reason that our water pipes are leaking, and current leakage rate's been tested in January, between 3 and 5, which is when you'd expect no other usage, is about 60% of our winter usage rate. That's about 10,000 imperial gallons an hour as you're leaking into the ground. That's not a terrible thing. The water is free. The chlorine doesn't cost very much. The electricity to put the UV through it doesn't cost very much either. The problem is it's undermining the roads. It's very high pressure. It's causing those things that we drive over, the crocodiling on the surface and the dips. We have a lot of infrastructural issues that need to be fixed properly according to a plan. New stuff? Sure. A lot of this stuff is pure maintenance. In the infrastructure master plan recommendation, we do interesting stuff like, for example, we have these massive intake pipes running down from 2 intakes right now. as we've discovered this week, our water network is in fact not interconnected. So that when one side goes out, that side is dead until it's fixed. As I said, the recommendations available for viewing, pretty cool stuff. I hope everybody gets a chance to look at it. Thanks.
Thank you, Ken.